Hey, this is Wakia, the Holy Wind Warrior. Well, I'm going to talk about BS today. The media BS. I was looking at my computer and I was going, I don't even know if I want to go on there today. Or if I ever want to go on here again. But the shit you see on here is it's just one thing after another. You know, I'm going through the email and I get these things about movies and stuff, and I get this thing. I'm not even gonna say the name of this movie, but there's a movie out now. I'm just gonna jump right in here, get things off my chest. Little anger today from Wakia. First of all, you got this new movie that's out, and I'm sure you've heard of it, and I'm not even going to repeat it because it could be a publicity stunt, and I don't want to contribute to their publicity. But there is a movie out right now that just came out or is coming out for Christmas, and there's all kinds of threats, supposedly, against it. And well, there should be if it's actually true, because even though I won't say the name of the movie, I looked into it a little, and it's a comedy about the assassination of the Korean Kim Jong-il or whoever. Hello? A comedy about the assassination of a foreign ruler in a sovereign country. What if they did that here in... What if somebody made a comedy about the assassination of Obama? Hello? And this is Hollywood. This is Hollywood. And so supposedly, there's all kinds of threats, and there's been hacks into the email of Sony who made this movie. And they're all upset, and they're saying, oh, these emails shouldn't be released, like they're really heavy-duty emails. One of them said, I mean, this is the tenor of the emails that were hacked into and supposedly released. I think that women actresses can get Oscars easier than men. Oh my God. What an email. Is there any sex about his personal life or things that he did in his personal life, this head of Sony? And they're telling the theaters now that they don't have to show this movie. Well, that's just going to make people want to see it more. And supposedly there's been attacks from this group called Guardians of Peace, which the initials would be GOP. Hello? This is too ridiculous to even... It sounds made up. The whole thing sounds like a sham. It sounds like, is this real, or is this a publicity stunt? And they're having, comments from the Homeland Security. Well, we haven't had any substantial proof yet. And the FBI. And are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That Hollywood would do something like this? Number one, why would you make a film about a comedy, no less, about assassinating, it's satire, about assassinating a foreign ruler, even if, you don't like him or you consider him evil or the axis of evil or whatever. Who gives a shit? You don't do stuff like this. And the reason you don't do it is because it's probably a plot. It's probably what could be. They're threatening theaters with worse than a 9/11 attack. Stay away from all theaters. Supposedly this Guardians of Peace hacking organization. That just sounds dubious to me. And if there was a 9/11 attack, it would be our own government that orchestrated all this, and Hollywood, and in conjunction with Hollywood. The Hollywood media the Hollywood people are whores. They're prostitutes for the government. I mean, stay away from political BS like this, especially during these times when people are about ready to push the nuke button with Russia and the West. Can you believe this? I want to hear some comments. Seriously. It's just too ridiculous to even, I mean, I shouldn't even be talking about it, but I just saw it and I went, what is this, some kind of Christmas publicity thing where, I mean, think about it, people. Think of all the ramifications. Think about what it could be, a false flag, a setup, something to distract you. It could just be as simple as a publicity stunt to promote the movie. But if it is, isn't that about as low as you can go? Isn't that about as low as you can go to propagate fear of terrorism? It almost sounds like this is a joke. It almost sounds like somebody's going to come out and say, oh, that was all just a big joke. It sounds like a friggin' joke to me. It sounds like, and if it is a joke, it's not a very good one. And if it isn't a joke, it's still a joke, okay? It's laughable. It's disgusting, okay? It's bad enough that Hollywood doesn't make one goddamn movie that's good anymore. No westerns, nothing, no classics, no. It's all about zombies and bullshit like that. End of the world shit and apocalypse, and everything is negative. You might find one good, maybe in the independent okay, that's enough of that. Just, it's dangerous to do stuff like this, even if it's a publicity stunt, or if it's real, it's really dangerous. It's cooked up by the CIA. CIA. Okay? And it's just too weird. Okay, now the other thing I want to talk about, I got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about today. I'll probably forget half the shit I want to talk about. I want to talk about another thing, and then I'll get to the Russian thing. But I want to talk about another clip or video or YouTube video that was sent to me just real briefly here by Down to Earth. And I know that they meant well, and Down to Earth, you're cool, this is nothing against you. They even asked me about it, what I thought of it. What it was is a video on Hopi prophecy, right? And some Christian group, okay, tried to cook up a deal. It's a blatant lie. They tried to cook up a deal where, remember I said that the medicine men or the holy men were Wu-Ya? Okay, not their gods. It's a form of God or a spirit entity. Wu-Ya. W-U-Y-A. Well, anyway, this video said, oh, that means that's they tried to incorporate the Hebrew God, Yahweh, by saying that if you say woo-ya, woo-ya, wee-ya, woo-ya over and over again, it eventually ends up to being, you-wah, you-wah, or wah-you-wah, you-wah, like Yahweh. Doesn't even come close. Doesn't even same syllables. Forget it. Quit trying to incorporate your Christian bullshit Hebrew gods into Hopi prophecy. That's about as low as you can go, too. People will do anything. And then they mix truth. They talk about the blue star Kachina and all the stuff I've talked about. But they get this thing in there where it's a chant that they said. They never said a chant, woo-yah, woo-yah. That's a bunch of bullshit. Take it from thunder. And they certainly didn't mean the Hebrew God, Yahweh. Doesn't even come, woo, Yah, woo, Yahwoo. Yahwoo is now Yahweh. Hello? Now I know down to earth didn't mean, and I don't know, is it a she or he? I don't even know who down to earth. Maybe you might want to tell me. Because I got no way of knowing who these people are, male or female. Down to earth could mean anybody. Let's hope it's a foxy female. No, I don't care, really. Then you got Fanny Fryer. I don't know these people. I know they're... Why don't you show your pictures, first of all, people? Why don't you have somewhere where I can look it up and find your pictures? Why are you like incognito? It's okay, but it's nice to know people, right? You see me, here I am, Wakia, Thunder, Holy Wind Warrior. I'm here every day, my picture's on here. Let's get out front here, people, and get to know each other instead of just these things like symbols or avatars, I guess they call them. I want to see your face. I don't want to just see a little picture of a generic person or I know you have your reasons probably. You want to be incognito. Okay, well, send me an email and a picture of yourself. Somebody did that already. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Love to you for that. Anyway, so we got two media things. We got the Christian attack on the Hopis. God, wasn't it bad enough that the Roman Catholic Church burned them alive, and they had to, oh my God, with the Spaniards. And now they're going to come in, some person's going to come in and say, oh yeah, that means Yahweh. Trying to incorporate the Hebrew God into the Hopi cosmology. Good one. Doesn't even work. Doesn't even come close. So let's just get that out of the way right now. And this other thing, so you got two films. They're working through films now, people are. But this thing with I'm not going to say the name of the movie. It starts with and it's by Sony Pictures. You can look it up yourself if you're so inclined. Look it up under threats to movie or whatever. You'll find it. But to make a satire on killing a foreign leader of a sovereign country, I don't care if it's communism or what country it is. This happens to be North Korea. Well, aren't we having enough problems? Hello? Does anybody oversee these idiots in Hollywood? Are they just run amok, fruitcakes or something? Moonberries? I saw that in a book. Just started it by Trevanian. Unbelievable, people. This is a day for Thunder's wrath. So I'm Thunder and Wakia today, both. Thunder's when I get my hackles up, and Wakia is just more mellow. Now we're both the same. It's the same name. It's just Wakia is Lakota Thunder. Lakota for Thunder. And Thunder Hands is Wakia Napi. Okay, so the third thing on the agenda today, might as well get it all out here, is you got all these headlines coming out, because I follow the headlines on Russia and the thing with Russia. And so you got this bill that the Senate passed almost declaring war on Russia. And is he or isn't he going to sign it, Obama? Is he or isn't he? That's the question of the day. Should I sign a thing that could cause World War III? First he said it didn't sound productive, but now is like leaning towards signing it and blah, blah, blah. Now, on the other hand, on another article, okay, you got that article about almost declaring war on Russia and Obama, whether he wants to sign it or not. And then you got another article saying Kerry doesn't think sanctions is ready to back off on the sanctions because Russia's doing good, or they're being what a crock of confusion. What do they think they're doing here, people? One minute they're like talking about attacking, and the next minute they're talking about, oh, Russia's doing better, but yet the next minute they're like ready to declare nuclear war on. Does that make sense to any of you people out there? Because that's diametrically opposed. Oh, they're doing good, but we're going to declare nuclear war. Oh, but we're not going to have sanctions. Oh, we are going to have sanctions. First it's like, we're going to have sanctions, we got to get tough. And then it's, oh, they're doing better, we're not going to have sanctions. And we're going to have sanctions, we're not going to have sanctions. What the Does like one media organization not talk to another, or and then you got these media organizations like Sputnik's pretty good. Sputnik was the first satellite that was launched by the Russians. They seem to be pretty straightforward, leaning a little towards the east, which is good. And then you got TASS, and you got ITAR TASS or something like that. I think those are Russian. And then you got the Moscow Times, it's completely Western. It's really easy to see what's going on. It's really easy to see the manipulation of the press. It's really easy to see the whoring. And again, I don't want to give whores a bad name. Most whores got hearts of gold. These people don't. Hello? I don't even want to call them whores. What's a good name for these people? Traitors? Puppets? Mouthpieces? Whore's too good a name for them. It's too good a name. I don't mind whores. That's okay. Let them do their thing. They supply a service. But these people are worse than whores. They're traitors. They're scum. They're, what other word can I use here? Outlaws, desperados, murderers, scum, assholes, bastards and son of a bitches, lying bastard son of a bitches, manipulating. I'm on one today. I'm in warrior mode. Because I'm living in the duality, and I can do that. I can descend sometimes and ascend and descend. I'm descended right now. I'm ready to kick some friggin' ass. This is all just so much bullshit, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's lying, manipulative, NLP bullshit. Now, NLP is good, neuro-linguistic programming, but they use it for bad, just like they use everything else. Hypnosis. I use hypnosis, but I use it for good. I use NLP, but I use it for good. The reason I'm doing this is because people really ought to know how, man, I don't even know what am I going to call this? The media assholes? Something to get somebody's attention. Certainly not going to use the name of that movie. I'd probably get 1,000 to 3,000 hits if I used the name of that movie in the heading of this video. Maybe I ought to do it just to stick it in their eye. Yeah, you want to use some publicity? I'll use your publicity for truth. That's what I ought to do. It's out of control, people. So number one, we got the making of a movie of assassinating, and it's okay. It's okay to have a movie. I mean, yeah, it's freedom of speech. So does that mean, you know, you can make a movie on raping and pillaging and, well, they do that too, don't they? They'll make a movie on anything. I'm surprised it hasn't sunk to the level of children, if you get my drift. I mean, it's just, you know, if I was in the Old West, man, I'd round these people up, take them to, you know, have them build a gallows with about 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 nooses, stick them all in there. All these media executives, the banking people that are ripping people off, everybody in the government, and I mean everybody, okay? Stick them up there and put a noose around their neck and kick the trap doors and watch them dangle. Or you could do it Apache style and hang them upside down from a tree, okay, and stake their arms out upside down and then build a fire under their head. That'll open their crown chakra real quick. And they did that too. Tough shit. Should have seen what they did to them. They deserved it, whoever got it, I guess. Anyway, I'm not going to go there, but I told you Apaches could be mean. Sometimes I get an Apache, let's not say mean, let's say payback. Sometimes I get in that mindset, you know. I'm ready to not just channel the holy wind. I got my flute today. I should probably play it to mellow out. You can't hear it though. The thing is that if you listen maybe real close, I don't know, maybe you can hear it a little in the background. We need to channel that holy wind right on down through us and just destroy these assholes. Let the warrior power come right on down and just melt these assholes. Melt their eyeballs in their sockets. That actually says that in the Bible somewhere. Isn't it an entertaining? It's so entertaining, these Christians and these movie people. And man, I still don't know what I'm going to name this video. Man, I'm really on the verge of like putting the name of that movie in there. I bet I might get sued with copyright. So no, I can't do that. I'm in enough trouble as it is. But anyway, can you believe this shit? people doing this kind of thing, and when you look at it, it's all confusing and chaotic because you don't know whether that's really a. I mean, if this is real, that's the most laughable friggin' thing I ever heard in my life. If they're getting hacked into because they did a movie on assassinating by the GOP, that hello, Guardians of Peace, and then it kind of a double entendre meaning there, GOP, for the political thing. That's weird. That's weird. Guardians of Peace are hacking into. Well, if there really is a guard, more power to them. Hack away, brothers and sisters. Bring it all down. Problem is, it's probably the government hacking and setting up another 9/11. Oh, because they said it's going to be worse than 9/11. Man, that's scary. Even to say that shit, even to repeat it, and then for the media to repeat it when they don't even know it's true. And the reason they repeated it is because they got some guy in Hollywood got his emails hacked into and released, which are nothing. Probably. The worst it could be is, how many lovers he have and what sexual preference. And how he likes to, whatever he likes to do, which nothing is that. I mean, haven't we heard it all anyway? So that doesn't ring true with me. I want to hear your comments on this. And the thing with Russia, that's ding dong. Ding dong. People are like, really, that's nuts. Saying one thing 1 minute and the other thing, it's like a yin yang. It's like a bip, 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 back and forth. Yin and yang doesn't work that way. Black and white. Oh, they're good. Oh, they're bad. No, it's more of a flowing thing. Oh yeah, now they've done this, and okay, we'll ease up, but not two things at the same time. Condemning and then praising, or giving them some slack and then condemning. What are they trying? What is this? You don't see that from Russia lately. Russia just takes one tack. We know what their game is. We know that they're out to destabilize our ideology and to bring down our president, Putin. We know what their game is. We know why they're backing this person and that person. They speak truth. That's why I like Russia. Tough shit. If I like Russia, I like Russia. And I can like Russia right now. I might not like them 2 days from now or 5 days, but I can like them now because they're speaking truth. And they don't have mixed things, although I've seen a few, but you got to blame some of this on the media. Okay? But this thing with, Obama might not sign the thing, and then he's going to sign it, and then he might not sign what the House, what are they trying to make him look like he's got a conscience or something? The same guy that says, I love killing people. I kill people good, that's what he said. That's a direct quote. I'm good at killing people. That's what Obama, and then he's going to sit there and act like take the moral high ground, go, well, I don't know if I'm going to sign this sanction thing. Oh yeah, we won't be holding our breath, asshole. Okay? Yes. Just like all the rest of the assholes in Congress and that whole profession, which is just a bunch of monkey shit. It's a bunch of monkey mind shit. Okay? I'm pissed off. Maybe that should be the name of my video. I'm pissed off. Will that get attention? Will they allow that? I don't know. What next? What next? What are we going to see next? The good news is it has been raining in California, and I've been praying for a deluge. Hopefully there'll be a deluge, like the Ark, you know, and all the freeways flooded and cars floating around, and maybe a tsunami too. That'd be cool. So it's raining and it's cold, and I actually have to bundle up a little, and I got the heater on once in a while. Not too much, because I like cold. So it's been raining. Good. We need it. We're in a severe drought. I hope we get the Pineapple Express pouring through here from Hawaii and get tons of friggin' rain, just to where there's mudslides and people drowning and the whole thing. Let them drown. We need the rain, man. Let's just keep the earthquakes away for a while. Let's just can we enjoy Christmas, people? I even shouldn't say that. Whoops, Thunder made a no-no. He said enjoy Christmas. Well, I don't celebrate Christmas. Just what I'm talking about is, can we enjoy this time of year? The holidays? I don't think so. Not with that's another thing too. 10 times the email, you know, with advertisements and trying to sell you shit. I'm telling you, there's some weird stuff going on, people. When you get movies like this and things like this, and when you get the Hollywood scum and the media, Hollywood's press, you know, and all these people, has everybody gone crazy? Did we shift dimensions here when we had that earthquake in March that caused a 3-core meltdown in Fukushima, which incidentally is still situation critical, situation normal, all fucked up, snafu, or fucked up beyond all recognition, foobar. That's what it is. That's French, by the way, that word. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I guess I'll leave it there today. Something to think about, isn't it, people? Wakia here. Swimming in the duality soup and becoming a warrior for a day. I can shapeshift into anything I want and love it. I can be a warrior son of a bitch. Out for blood. Okay? And these people really need to be dealt with. They're rude, okay? It's like when Woodrow Call and Lonesome Dove beat the shit out of somebody for touching his son, took a branding iron and just beat the crap out of him, was on the verge of killing him until Gus roped him and pulled him back, his buddy. And you know what he had to say? I can't tolerate rude behavior in a man. I hear you, brother. I'll end it there. This is Wakia. Adios.